Eric Hall to the Tax Increment Finance Authority and Brownfield Redevelopment Authority boards for a 4-year term to expire June 1st, 2025.
Support.
Yeah, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion?
I do have something.
Sure.
First of all, I just want to say that the 7 that we've been waiting for do not actually expire until next year, February 6, 2022, so I'm happy to hear that. The other thing is the mayor's leaving now. I have a question in regards to the members, the board members that are on the TIFA board. Are they business people usually, or, I mean, is there not really a criteria, but I can ask you because you're on it.
One that just passed, he used to be the financial guy here. He was Jason's back in the day. And then we have a lady that runs Southland. We have funeral home director. We have, construction. We have a sign company. We have a real estate. So yeah, it's a lot of different areas.
Everybody that's on the TIFA right now either owned or does own a business of some sort?
As far as I know.
So the question to me is, and I know, Mr. Hall, he's not a business owner, although he has given back humongous lots to the Little League. I just don't see where he would fit in as on the TIFA board as a business person. That's just my opinion.
And I get your point. I think it's good to have a different set of eyes on it instead of just business people, in my opinion.
Well, that's why I asked, what is the normal of the criteria for TIFA?
I think it would be good to have a different set of eyes. I owned a business for quite a long time. I still own one. But it's good to have somebody else that might say, hey, wait a minute, look at it this way. That's my opinion.
Mr. Chairman, they're not all business owners. We had a former finance director for the city of Taylor, actually 2. We have a retired police officer. So there is a variety, I think. There are some that either have businesses in TIF districts or have businesses just in general. But there is somewhat of a variety of individual. One, I think, is a purchasing agent for, I don't recall the business that she works for. She's also a realtor. So there's kind of a diverse of different individuals that make up that board. And, what we really look for is somebody that's passionate and willing to attend the meetings, because they're sometimes they're long meetings, but I don't think there's any requirement that says you have to be a business owner. I think one lady is a banker, so there's just a wide variety of different people.
So when you're looking at people, because you are the ones who appoint, right, the ones that bring it to us, when you're looking for someone, do you look for someone that's maybe not like everybody else and kind of get a variety of people? I mean, what do you look for? That's one.
I think the first thing that we try to accomplish is somebody that's committed to attending the meetings, because there are a lot of people that volunteer for these boards and commissions, and it's easy to get sworn in, but then when you look at their attendance, they don't always attend a lot of meetings, so and quorums are really difficult. So, and I think I even mentioned to you in one of the previous meetings that through COVID, we've had a really hard time filling seats. So I believe that this individual is dedicated to the city of Taylor, has shown a passion to see the city moving forward, and I think that as a resident, he brings a different dynamic than maybe some of the other members that aren't residents.
Okay, if not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no.
No.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Path?
No.
Mr. Remick?
Yes.
Mrs. Winton?
Yes.
Ms. Croft?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Becerra?
Yes.
Mr. Woolley?
Yes. 5.3 has been deleted. So we will now move on to the regular agenda. Item 6.1 is a motion to approve the second reading of case number 21-05, zoning ordinance Appendix A, City of Taylor. Numbers as read. The property consists of 2.7 acres and is located on the east side of Telegraph Road between Wohfeil and Mary Streets.
Motion to approve, second reading.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion? I do know that there's some public comment, but I'll leave it to council.
Did have something?
Sure,
Anybody
go
else?
ahead.
I know we had asked last night if there was any residents around in the area that have, commented, come back to and say, I don't want it, or I do want it, or anything, and, so if you could kind of let us know if there has been any. I know you said no last night, but.
There is one.
There is.
I don't know if Laura has it or if Michelle has one too. I don't know if it's the same.
And this is the one with the old Coliseum, correct?
I believe so.
Chair, yes, that's correct, Ms. Pats. That we received one today, and Michelle has it if you'd like us to read it. Michelle, would you like?
Yeah, actually, it was for public comments, so if you come up with it, Michelle.
This was sent in through our e-comments by Michael Evans, and his comment is, in the best interest of the city, all residents of Taylor, and most specifically the businesses surrounding the underlying property at issue, we strongly oppose the zoning change. On this property currently sits an operational business, which is properly zoned, which falls within the current zoning. The applicant has provided no reason for a need for zoning change, and without specific reasons, anything but a vote against will bring nothing but uncertainty for this property's future.
So what business is right there now? When he made the comment that there is a business there, is there something that is actively in the building now? I'm confused on that.
Through the chair, no,
I
currently
didn't think there was.
it is vacant.
Vacant.
It's vacant currently, and that is the only comment we received. It was approved by Planning Commission. We had a public hearing on it. There were no residents attending the meeting opposed to it. It is a conditional zoning, which a lot of people don't understand, that it is specific to this business and this particular use, and there are conditions on the property. If those conditions aren't met, it goes to the former zoning.
And also there is no extra outside, they're using the building itself, they're not adding on to it, adding extra outside, it's all inside, correct?
That's correct. It's all interior storage, nothing on the outside.
Councilman Johnson.
I actually went by there today, and it's been vacant for a little while, hasn't it?
Yes,
And the parking lot's starting to get overgrown, so it's starting to show the neglect.
Any other comments? Okay, if not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. No. Roll call, please.
Ms. Pats?
No.
Mr. Remick?
Yes.
Mrs. Winton?
Yes.
Ms. Croft?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Becerra?
Yes.
Mr. Woolley?
Okay, item 6.2 is a motion to receive and file the 2021 through 2026 capital improvement program.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilman Remick. Is there any discussion? Councilman Johnson.
Could we get Ms. Fell up here to kind of just go through this a little bit, because I should have done it last night, but just tell me who puts these together, and how did we do on the last one? Do you know? Because I know this is basically a wish list.
this is basically a wish list. The state requires the Planning Commission to adopt a capital improvements program yearly. It's kind of a future forecast of each department head's wishes for the next 6 years on anything generally over $25,000, things they want to see improvements on. So we start working on it and planning it about January, and we send the spreadsheet out for each department head to go through, to take an inventory, take off things that are completed, add things that they want to see in the coming years. Sometimes things stay on here several years because they haven't been completed yet, but
Is it possible to get a list of things that were completed from the last one? Is that something that you guys keep track of? Because I know we got, 15 new playscapes in the last 10 years?
yeah, planning doesn't keep track, but we could contact the department heads and see if we can get them to get us together something.